Hey everybody, how's it going? I am so excited about this night. Look at our guests. We've got these amazing women that are here with us that we recently went on our Hunt Like a Girl with Beretta, and it was so much fun. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today with Christina and Ashely, and also get a little bit of information about this fantastic shotgun that we used. It was very good. I wasn't here last week. Krista filled in great, and we had our guest host Jamie Myers who stopped in. You guys did a great job talking about Umarex and all of the great products that Umarex has in terms of being able to practice while you don't have ammo, because there's a little ammo shortage a little bit, just a little bit. So Krista, how are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm really excited to talk to everybody tonight and kind of hear how this Beretta Hunt Like a Girl experience went. Unfortunately, I wasn't with you guys, but couldn't wait to hear everything everyone had to share about it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're excited to have these three guests. We have Christina Jones, what says Chris on her name there. She was the contest winner for the Beretta Hunt Like a Girl experience. We have Ashely Thess, who is editor for NRA Women. And we have Kimberly Intagliata, I hope I said that right? Director of Gunsmithing and Customer Service for Beretta that are here with us tonight. And of course, Karen. So let's get started really quickly and jump right in. Christina, do you want to share a little bit about your experience?
Sure, absolutely. First, let me just say this was the most amazing experience I've hands down that I've ever been able to do. I have deer hunted before, but I have never turkey hunted, and I'm also a bow hunter. I have never ever used a shotgun, and so I was very timid when they, we're going to use the Beretta A400, and I'm thinking, I'm worried about the recoil and everything with that. From start to finish, it was an amazing journey. I was able to sit with two different mentors during the hunt, and I just took that opportunity to soak up every bit of knowledge that they would just lay on me. I'm still just processing all of the tips and advice that they gave me. I did have one gobbler come in, but made the decision not to shoot because there were other animals that were on the other side of the turkey. So I was afraid that had I shot, I would have shot a cow. So made the decision not to shoot, which was the right decision. But boy, I am hooked. I am so hooked, and I am ready to start looking for my own place for the fall and spring of next year, and definitely want to head back to Whitetail Adventures up in Clay Center, Kansas. Such a beautiful lodge. But just overall, it was an amazing trip, getting to learn from each one of the ladies. Really hearing their hunting experiences, not just with turkey, but with other animals and with shooting in general. I just hearing what guns everybody is doing as their concealed carry, or what fits them, and how they respond to those. So it was truly an amazing experience, and thank you so much again.
There we go. I had to find my unmute. Well, we're glad that you could join us. Karen, I'm going to pause this for a quick moment because you know how we always have technical difficulties. I'm watching our timer click that we're live, but I can't see that anybody is watching. Can you tell from your end, did we actually go live and have actual guests?
I have the live, but I don't know that it's feeding through. So if someone could comment that they're watching and seeing what we're talking about here, that would be very fantastic for us. I want to say before we go to Ashely and talk about your experience, Ashely, when Beretta and Shoot Like a Girl partnered, our whole goal was that we could take some women who hadn't hunted before and give them that experience and that empowered feeling that comes from sitting in the woods and getting out in nature. I mean, it was so important to me. I get goosies when I talk about it. Shoot Like a Girl is all about that empowering with confidence. And every woman, I think, needs to have a chance to go afield and enjoy nature and understand that entire experience that comes with from hunting. So, Ashely, you were new to hunting. What was your experience like in the field?
Yeah, I came in really confident and I was like, everybody here is going to be just like me, you know, nobody here has ever hunted anything. And I got there and a couple other women had hunted other things, just never turkeys. And I was like, okay, so maybe I'm in the minority of women who've never hunted anything before in their life. But once I got in the blind, it was great. Suzetta, my mentor, and Chris were there. And I mean, we just had a blast. I was maybe a little too fidgety and a lot of snacking happened, but I learned so much in those first 3 hours. And I mean, the next day I got a bird. So, you know, those snacks were the key to success, I think, being well fueled. But I mean, it was great. And I kind of thought that, oh, like hunting was going to be such a thrill. And everyone talks about how intense it is when you get the bird. And it totally is. But what really struck me about it was how tranquil and just so connected with nature you were while you're out there. And I mean, that in itself was so great to experience. I mean, regardless of getting a bird or not. So that was huge. Meeting all of the amazing women there, and my two mentors were both amazing. Susie was with me when I finally got my bird. We're hunting sisters for life now. It was really amazing. Just a great experience. And I'm really thankful that I got to be a part of it.
I'm so happy that you were there. I was trying to check our Facebook while you were talking. I was listening. I was paying attention, but I was listening. How's our stuff going? These technical difficulties are just a joy. How did you like the gun?
Me?
Yes. Ashely.
Okay, just checking. I didn't want to talk over anybody. I was really impressed with the shotgun. I don't have a lot of shotgun shooting experience, but I've done quite a few, and the ones that I have do not fit right. And it was immediately obvious because they were my granddad's or a guy friend or a rental. And I mean, I was really shook at how well it fit me, and I felt like it fit everybody else too. Like everybody had really great, just the size was good. The recoil was not as bad as I was expecting. I like was waiting and waiting to shoot my bird. And I had ears on, so I couldn't hear my mentors being like, shoot, shoot, shoot. And so finally, when I got my shot off, I smoked the bird is what I've been told. It was dead before it hit the ground. But yeah. Good shot, dead bird, not a lot of recoil.
Yeah, I do want to say, so, and those were 12 gauges. And so that was not a little, you know, a little gun. That was a
yeah.
So Kimberly, that really leads me to you, and I'm so excited that you get to join us as one of Beretta's representatives on our pheasant hunt that's coming up back at Midwest Whitetail Adventures. So we're excited to head back there and do a little pheasant hunting. And so we're excited to have you come and experience that with us. But I'm also pretty thrilled that you're kind of like the gun expert and can tell us all about this gun and the technical, like, why is this 12 gauge shotgun have such reduced recoil?
Well, you know, there's a few things about this gun that has evolved over time. So I can tell you back when I first started shooting the A400, the kickoff was one of the brand new innovative things in the market. But over time, and you can see it progress through the years. Just a few years ago, the whole stock itself was revamped. There were features added a few years back that have made it what it is today. And, you know, just to give you an example of what this Extreme Plus is, everything about this gun was designed to reduce the recoil. It's the extended chamber in the barrel. It's everything that pulls through to the piston in the stock. The greatest thing about this one, particularly for women shooters and for new shooters, the compression zone was actually moved to the front of the stock. And when that happened, you now have the ability to adjust your stock. And that's really big for women with length of pull and people that are trying to fit guns into a position or for a person that simply isn't fit for them. Fit on a gun really impacts your recoil because it impacts the pain that you feel from that. So if your gun doesn't fit, you're going to feel the recoil. If you feel the recoil, your gun doesn't fit. That's one of the things that I repeat to new wing shooters all the time. One of the great things about this gun, though, is the kickoff. So just to give you a little bit of innovation here, this cheek pad here and the recoil reduction on this allows new shooters and women shooters to keep their cheek down, which is one of the biggest things about new shooters when they come in. They want to lift their head. Every time they shoot, they want to see what happened. But this gun itself has a lot of features that are great for women, such as the oversized bolt and release. But this is the magic that happens in the gun. This is actually inside the stock. This is what the kickoff does. This is almost like a shock absorber for the recoil for the gun. If you were shooting turkey shot, that's one of the hardest rounds to shoot for a shotgun, especially for beginners. It has a lot more recoil than, say, normal bird shot. I myself am a wing shooter. I shoot a lot of sporting clays, which means I shoot a lot of targets. Target load itself is actually very light. In this gun, I can go 400 rounds in a day without that horrible feeling, without that cheek burn or that bruise or that horrible swelling shoulder. But all in all, this gun was designed for female shooters. It was designed for new shooters, and it was designed for expert shooters, because I have went up to some sporting clays events where the person next to me was a dead ringer, shot 99 birds, and we were using the exact same gun. So it can be for anything. It's super versatile. The great thing also is that it's such a diverse gun, and it's in the market at such a great level that you can go to any range and rent it. So if you're ever, if any female is ever wondering what the recoil feels like, a lot of female shooters have recoil apprehension or recoil nervousness, and so they're afraid to pick up a shotgun. The rifles and the pistols have a different recoil, but when you look at someone shooting a shotgun, you get this fear in you because it's loud and it looks like it moves a lot. But when you pick up this gun and you shoot it, it's completely different. I picked up this gun at a point in my life where I had just had a horrible car accident that left me with permanent whiplash. I never thought I would be able to shoulder a shotgun again. It changed everything that I do about shooting, but this was 2012. So just to tell you how far back I go with this shotgun, I own several now. Every woman that I have fit a gun to, I have fit one of these guns to them when they're shooting sporting clays or getting into bird hunting. The great thing about it is this is the difference in the length of pull that you have out of the box. So you have that adaptability for your length of pull. You go from the standard, which has no spacers, to 2 inches, depending on what you need. The gun can be fit to almost anyone. And that's what makes the everything come together like it should. The recoil system, the barrel, the stock, the fit. It is out of the box one of the most perfect guns that there are for people with any kind of recoil sensitivity or new shooters.
No wonder it fits so well. It comes out of the box my size.
Yeah, right?
I can't tell you how much, we get a lot of response from people that we go out into sporting clays events. And I say sporting clays because sporting clays is essentially the range or the practice field for wing shooting or any kind of, bird or fowl hunting. So it has a great feedback. Every time I go to one of the sporting clays events, it's one of the rentals that's going pretty quickly. So if there's ever any questions, my thing is always just shoot one. That is probably the best thing to do. It's a fear that once you shoot it, you get over it. Once you go hunting one time, it's addictive. Once you shoot an A400, it's addictive. So there's absolutely everything about this will give you that perfect package. And you look for your next hunt, you look for your next event, what are you going to do next? And the great thing about the versatility is you can do anything with it. You can hunt, you can go afield, you can shoot sporting clays with it. I shoot competition sporting clays with my A400, and it's amazing. So,
Kimberly, we have to say thank you for sharing your personal story about your accident and your whiplash. We see so many ladies at the trailer that their first thought is, I can't do it, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's from an injury or just it's going to be painful. That is an awesome experience to know that it is possible. Things that we can share. Personally, I am currently recovering from an injury. We have staffers that have had back injuries, and shotgunning has been, one of those mental challenges for them. How do I get back involved in what I love without that fear that I'm going to either do more damage or have more pain? So thank you for sharing that.
Sure. The fear is the first defeat. Once you get past that, you're in love.
Yeah. Well, I am excited for that gun. I'm really excited now to go to the pheasant hunt with you, because I'm going to be tapping your brain for some tips on that skeet shooting for sure, and trap, because that is something that I am not the greatest at. And so I'm going to be excited to pick your brain and learn from you as well. I think that's the greatest thing when women get together. So even our non-hunters, Ashely and Christina, who hadn't hunted with a shotgun and turkey hunted before, we all learn from each other every step of the way. Even in the questions that are asked from new hunters, it's like, oh, I hadn't really ever thought about that, but let's think of that answer. So I really am so thankful for Beretta for giving us that opportunity to do Hunt Like a Girl. Y'all, we brought all these women hunting and we didn't charge any of them. And so it's a way that we can take what we do at the trailer, which is give women the experience of shooting a pistol, a rifle, and a bow for free. And now we've taken Hunt Like a Girl to that next step, where we, through the gracious partnerships with all of our great partners, we're able to take women hunting for free, and really just giving them that first taste of hunting. And just like you said, Kimberly, they try it and it's an addiction, and it's a really great feeling. I think when we sat around the dinner table, and Ashely, I'll let you and Christina kind of talk about this, but when we sat around the dinner table and talked about how we saw each other, and then B, what we felt from that experience, it was really overwhelmingly empowering to hear these ladies and how this experience affected them. So Ashely, do you have anything you want to add? And then we'll go to you, Christina.
About anything, or based on our conversations around the dinner table?
Yeah, conversations around the dinner table, but you can say anything you want to say. Go ahead. That's
I think my favorite part was obviously shooting the bird. And then my favorite part was our conversations around the dinner table with the Beretta wine and talking about our feelings. It was a girl hunt. We can do that. And it was great. I feel like I learned so much about all these women. I only spent like 2 days with them, and Christina helps me so much. All of my fellow hunters helped me so much. Christina helped me snack more quietly, which is huge. Susie and Suzetta gave me so many good tips. Suzetta, like rapid fire in the first 3 hours, gave me so many tips that helped me throughout the weekend. And I'll just take all of that with me to my next hunting experience. I'm already poking people and tabbing people. Hey, whenever you go hunting next time, you have to invite me now.
I love it.
I can't wait.
Christina, how about you?
Oh, goodness. Absolutely the conversations around the dinner table, but I think you hit the nail on the head. I never felt like I could do this on my own. And that's why I had never turkey hunted before. I was afraid of a shotgun. You all took us to the range and let us shoot the shotgun. I was amazed at the ease of shooting it and how lightweight it was. I'm not very strong, and so to to carry this shotgun, I mean, it was super lightweight. It was very easy to understand. I mean, you all walked us through start to finish. And so now, I mean, I really do. I feel empowered. I feel like this is something, yes, I can do. And this is something I want to go get my girlfriends involved in, because there's no reason that we can't, go sit together in a field and snack on different things while we're looking for turkeys. But the shotgun was amazing. I'm on the hunt for one. I can't wait to get it in my hands. But yeah, overall, it was a wonderful time.
Yeah, I think that snacking piece was never discussed ahead of time, right? No one explains to you how hard or difficult it might be to get that item out of the bag that sounds like it's crunching forever into your mouth without moving and sound. It's like an art or a skill that comes with hunting.
I'll be practicing.
I just eat. Well, ladies, we're kind of over our time. We try to keep these about 15 minutes. We're going to have to check and see if we actually went live. No worries. If this didn't go live, we will upload it and make it live, and we'll monitor the comments so that we can answer people as they follow along with us. We always have Plan B. And Plan B is a good option for everyone to have. We really appreciate your time. Before we kind of wrap it up, we just want to see if there is any last comments or final thoughts that you'd want to say. I have something, but I'll wait till the very end. And then y'all can go ahead and go. So Kimberly, did you have any?
I just want to say that we are absolutely thrilled to be able to build this camaraderie in the women's industry, in the gun industry for women. And, it's through these different aspects of innovation and technology that Beretta is able to, create this. And it's through the passion for hunting and understanding this demographic that needs a little bit more tenderness in the touch of the firearm, and needs this soft approach so that it's not an in-your-face moment, and that we can defeat this fear of the shotguns. But Beretta is so thrilled to be able to do this and partner with everyone and be able to put these guns in the hands of women that, one, are afraid of them or have had a bad experience in the past, but to expand on our industry and to expand the love of hunting and the love of shooting. So I'm thrilled to be part of that. I'm super excited to go to the hunt and shoot pheasants. So that's the elusive bird for me, but I'm super excited and I can't wait. And I love this, and I love seeing you shooters and hearing your stories. And I have some snacking tips for repackaging for you.
Yeah,
I need it.
We're going to give you 5 a day for those elusive pheasants. That's our plan. All right, Christina.
I just loved it. I loved every bit of it. I loved meeting all of the women. I'm truly hooked. And I have walked around my house with my turkey box, trying to practice for the next hunt. But yeah, the Beretta shotgun it truly was. It fit me, and that was so important to me. And I walked away not afraid of that shotgun.
That's wonderful.
Thanks so much, Karen, for everything and for inviting us on this amazing experience. I think everybody should have a girl hunting group. It's definitely addicting. And I want to encourage any new shooters out there interested in why a shotgun wouldn't fit you, or how to get a shotgun fitted, or any other hunting or shooting questions, to check out nrawomen.com. We have lots of great articles there, and one about the turkey hunt will be coming soon.
Did we even mention that about you? Like you, everybody needs to know you are like kind of a little bigwig over there. Why don't you tell people what you do over at NRA Women?
Sure, yeah. So NRA Women is the NRA's online women's publication, and it launched just a year ago, and I got to be there for it, and we've been working really hard. Although it does have a lot of information for new shooters and women just getting into shooting. The experts definitely have things to look for on there too. Lots of gear reviews, gun reviews, lots of great inspirational stories like my turkey hunt that is coming soon. And I definitely encourage everyone to go check it out. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We've been putting a lot of work into it because we want all women to feel included and to be accessible to the shooting sports and hunting, which is exactly what Shoot Like a Girl and Brett are aiming to do as well. So I was super happy that we could all come together for that. I had one other thing. Just come check us out, and I had another thing. I'll think about it.
Well, hey, Chris,
the NRA annual meeting. We're going to NRA annual meeting. Everybody come and find us there because NRA Women will have a booth as well.
Yeah, and that will be nice for the industry to get together in Texas in September. It's kind of, I think, Labor Day weekend or something like that. So everybody look for that online. Oh, uh-oh. Well, Krista, do you have anything? I know we've got some housekeeping, but because we're so long, we'll just take care of that housekeeping at our next Facebook Live. And pick a winner, and we'll pick 2 winners. So everybody know that we're going to do, so we had one extra Beretta bag. And so we are going to send that Beretta bag to whoever shares, likes, and comments on this post. Tell us what you like in a shotgun, and we will pick a winner from that and send it off. We're excited to do that. I have it here in my house, and I don't need it here, and I promise I'll mail it. I heard I got a little mailing, tag last week at the Facebook Live, but I promise I'll mail it. And I'm gonna let Krista kind of close us out. But ladies, thank you so much for your time tonight. I know it's late out on the East Coast, and we appreciate that you took this time with us. Our viewers are going to be inspired by you, by each of you. What a great group of women to represent shooting sports. And what all of us are trying to do is share this passion, share the history and the heritage that comes from Beretta. I always tell people, I don't take it lightly that Shoot Like a Girl's in a partnership with the oldest company in the history of the world. Like it's overwhelming at times. And so I don't take that lightly, and I really appreciate it. And I think together, maybe someday Shoot Like a Girl will be 150 years old. I hope so. I won't be here, but hope it will. And thanks again for your time. Krista, take us out.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. It doesn't look like this did post live. I stepped away for a moment to check that, and I see the error. So we will save it and then share it. So for all of you that are watching in replay, we can guarantee that you're watching in replay. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and we'll have those 2 giveaways to give away. Join us next week back on Thursday at 6 p.m. So this was 7 p.m. tonight. Eastern will be back at 6 p.m. next Thursday. Thank you, Kimberly, Ashely, and Christina. We appreciate it. Karen, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye.